You are now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Ha. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Let's get it.
What?
At Tanagra, when the walls fell, this is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio with my co-host, Jason.
Co-host.
As all, it's hosting now. If you know what that is, then
In the comment section
your
right
life
below.
is good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, well, Harrison's on the ones and zeros, as always. And then Jesse and Preston left us today. And
Sad day.
Yeah, it is a sad day. But we have MeAaron is here.
Representing
in the
the
guest chair.
Lauer Patch Kids.
With a coffee mug in hand.
Listen, okay.
You know.
We are.
I really don't like coffee, but I like the allure of,
Sure.
of coffee. You
Who
know, like,
doesn't?
you know how you go into the grocery store and you walk past that, like, pour your own coffee? Is there a better smelling, like, place ever?
No. It's the best.
It's, like, better than, like, I don't know, like Bath and Body Works or whatever.
Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore of best smelling stores. Coffee shop.
Yeah. I think that's the George Washington.
Candle
Factory.
Oh,
factory.
yeah.
There's some candle factories around.
Yeah. I don't like the smell of Bed Bath & Beyond. It's too much.
Does it have to be,
Or-
like, floral scents, or could it be, like, a steakhouse?
Ooh, that's
Oh,
not
yeah.
a. I like the smell of. You know what? Actually, I might put on the list. You ready for this?
Burger King.
Yeah.
Oh,
Burger King
listen,
smells good.
It smells way better than it tastes.
It does. It does.
And you can smell it driving by.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm within 400 yards of a Burger King. And I'm like, I want a Whopper or a double cheeseburger
Yeah.
from Burger King. I want that flame grilled.
Yeah.
And then you just try it and you're immediately
You're like,
disappointed.
oh, jeez. It's like you get a sense of what it could have tasted like. Last night, Eric and I were watching TV, and there was a commercial for Burger King, and it was like a Whopper commercial.
Yeah.
And I said, man, I wish I could go back in time and eat a Whopper from 1985, because
Yeah.
that's when they were good.
Were
That's
they
when
bigger back then, too?
They were bigger. They taste better. The burger was thicker. Everything was fresher. That's when the tomatoes were actual tomatoes, and the onion was actual onion. The snozberries were actual snozberries. And, it just was a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
And now, I don't know what we're dealing with, but they're getting worse.
Well, they're not even flame broiled.
What do you mean?
They come with the grill marks on them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they just pull them out of a warming tray.
Yeah.
What do I smell at the Burger King? Isn't that the flame?
Well, I think they cook them on like a grill top.
It's big
Like
burger.
the big burger industry, yeah. I don't think there's a
I
flame.
smell fire. Where's
Do
the
you?
fire coming
It
from?
does smell like they're doing something, but it wouldn't
There's
surprise me.
There's like smoke coming from it, though.
I don't know.
It's all artificial. It's
It's
meant to draw
artificial.
you in.
Well, it works.
Every morning they throw a cow in a big oven and just like let that smoke.
It might be like a Baal kind of sacrifice thing.
Yeah.
We might have just unearthed the fact that Burger King is a front for satanic worship.
Yeah.
Did we just discover that?
It's Big Burger.
So we got Big Burger. No, we got Burger King, a coffee shop,
Yeah.
a candle factory.
Yeah. You got one
What's
more.
the last one? Hospital?
I really.
wait, okay, wait,
what about
wait,
like
let's-
a greenhouse?
No, stop. I've got it.
Okay.
I don't mind the smell
rest
of the
home.
house.
No. It's the worst.
That's the other list.
That also smells like Marion Bingo. When you walk down the lumber aisle at Lowe's.
Oh,
that is a great smell.
Aisle. That's pretty good.
That's it.
Okay, Lowe's lumber aisle. So we'll just say lumber factory because
Lumber yard.
lumber
yard.
yard. Okay,
That's
lumber
better.
yard, coffee shop, candle factory, and Burger King.
That's pretty good.
That's
It's a good list.
That would be a good day. You wake up in the morning and you go to the coffee shop. Boom, number one. Now you got that coffee in your system. You're like, you know what? I want to do a project, and so you go to the wood yard. lumberyard, and then you buy a bunch of stuff, and then you build a little she shed for your wife.
And then you're
like,
getting hungry.
And and then you're like, you know what my wife needs for the she shed? A candle. And so you go to the candle factory and you put a bunch of candles in there, and then you're like, you know what? I've worked up quite a hunger.
This sounds like every construction worker,
Yeah, I think that's a pretty common day for a construction worker.
especially the candle part.
That's a good day. That's a good day.
It's a good day.
It's a good day. It's a good day. I'm eating strawberries. I've been trying to do this thing where I eat one meal a day, and then I do, and then after that meal, I'm like, you know what? I'm doing good. I don't really need to eat for the rest of the day. And then around 10 o'clock at night hits, and I'm like, I'm starving. I need all of the food right now. So I'm trying to curb that, and I'm eating strawberries in honor of Aaron.
You say, I had one ice cream, but you don't say the size of the ice cream.
That's
I had one ice cream.
I had one beef.
I had one lasagna today.
Oh, yeah.
It was a huge
Well,
lasagna.
we'll talk about lasagna later too, but I did want to say that we're eating strawberries. Aaron, I don't know if you knew this.
No.
Aaron comes from Big Strawberry.
What?
I actually did grow up on a strawberry farm.
What?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
It no longer exists. When my grandpa died, it all kind of
Was it in Waldo?
No, it was right down the road, man.
Really?
Right on 309.
Slob Strawberry Farm.
Yep.
It was famous.
It actually was pretty popular.
Now, we went to the one in Waldo. That's the one we knew about.
Was it Crumbs?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're crumbs. We're crumbs.
We're crumbs people.
Isn't it funny that the two strawberry farms in Marion were Crumb and Slob? I don't know what that means, but it seems like it means
I
something.
don't even know if Crumbs is still around, to be
No, it's
honest.
I don't think so.
No.
And the strawberries that you get at the supermarket are not,
No.
I don't know what they are. I like them, but they're not exactly strawberries. They're not nearly as sweet. They're just big, steroid-inflated, strawberry-looking things.
Yeah.
I tell you, one of my favorite memories as a kid is literally just walking out into the fields. And even after my grandpa died, they would come back for probably like 5 years and just finding strawberries and just eating them right out of the field.
It's the
They're-
best.
They're
It was
amazing.
pretty good.
I remember we grew up, we had a strawberry patch growing up. Dad still has a garden, but he had that strawberry patch. And the thing about the strawberries is there just comes a perfect day. You don't want to pull them too fast, right? And so you want to wait for them to be perfectly ripe.
And you can't wait too long.
You can't wait too long either. So Dad wakes up in the morning, sees that this is the day. They're going to be so all day long he's excited. And on his way home he gets a thing of Cool Whip because he's going to do a Cool Whip strawberry thing. And when he had got home, the coons had gotten into the strawberry patch and had eaten all of them.
This sounds like an episode of like Parks and Rec or something.
Yeah. And then he just, sadly ate whipped cream. Well, yeah.
That strawberry literally looks like a golf ball from here.
It's
huge.
a huge
It's like an
strawberry.
apple. It's like a small apple.
It is a small apple. It's like a small apple. We're going to do Mount Rushmore of unpeeled fruits.
Wait.
Fruits that you don't have to...
Well, is that a fruit? That's a berry.
Well, yeah. I mean,
it's different.
tomato,
We know what a fruit is.
cucumbers.
You can peel a tomato. You can peel a cucumber.
I'm
You
just
can
saying
peel
though-
anything.
Yeah, but
You could peel a human.
but you're not eating an orange or a banana like an apple.
What about a grape?
Yeah, that's true.
They all have a skin.
Do they?
I think so.
I think
I think all fruit has a skin.
it pretty much does.
So you could skin anything with a skin.
Kiwi.
Yeah, like I'm not eating an unpeeled kiwi.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So what are the fruits that you don't have to peel? The best fruits.
Well,
Like watermelon doesn't count. Muskmelon, not a big muskmelon.
you're not peeling a watermelon.
You're slicing it.
Yeah, that is true.
You're going full ninja on it. Okay, when you take a watermelon, you may do one good chop, but then you're going, and they're uneven because
got
you're not
away.
a pro.
I got a way that I do watermelons that they all come out as cubes. That's a wonderful thing. Have you ever had a melon baller? Have you ever used a melon baller?
I've never used a
That's
melon
cheap.
baller.
Change your life. Circular fruit tastes better than cube.
Is it like an ice cream scoop?
You're oversimplifying it, but yeah. For the sake of this conversation,
It's the ice cream scoop.
we
of
only
fruit.
have 40 more minutes, so I can't really get into it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's similar to an ice cream scoop.
So
I mean,
it
do a
is
whole-
an ice cream
We'll
scoop.
do a whole
basically an
episode on it.
all right, so we're here to talk today about just all the things. I was just looking up what today's Jordan International Peace Day. I think that's the
that-
country Jordan. I don't think it's Michael Jordan.
I thought it was Jordan Peterson.
It's International Skin
There's a lot of ways
Pigmentation
that
Day.
could go.
What was that last one?
International Skin Pigmentation Day.
What does that
That's
mean?
a good way to get
It says
banned, shadow banned,
yeah, well,
all the bannings.
it's racist by definition. Join in the conversation about uneven skin and learn how to handle it.
What does that mean?
I don't know what that means.
So are they for or against pigmentation?
Are they pro pigmentation?
Are these a big
Wait a minute.
pro-pigmentation
Doesn't
people?
everyone have skin pigmentation?
I think we all have. Some have more or less.
Or they're just different pigments.
Translucent.
Do we all have the same? Wait a minute. This is a more you know situation. Are we all the human race? And that's what I call us. You know, the human race. I don't go black race, white race, Mexican race. We're the human race, okay? And as the human race, are we all the same color, but some of us are just more of it?
Yeah, I think.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Shades.
We're shades of.
It's like the same tone. Like if you're finding a color on like Microsoft Paint, you know, and is it just like you picked brown and then you're just sliding up or down,
I
and
think
then you
so,
can
yeah.
go like dark brown or you can go like white, like translucent.
I think that's the
white.
way it works.
Is that the
Yeah.
way it works?
Yeah.
Like it's the same color, you know, and that's the only difference, other than the eye shape, obviously.
Except for the Indians.
The Indians.
What makes a
Red
red man
man
red?
That's not an original song. That's from Peter Pan, and it's a great song.
I think they took it out.
No, I'm pretty sure actually because when we watched it, they put like some disclaimer
Yeah,
in the
there's
front.
like-
It's like this was made in a time where we didn't understand what we do now.
Yeah, I
so
know. But we want to learn from our past mistakes. It says a bunch of garbage like that. We're like, I'm just going to fast forward to
we
the song.
watched the new Peter Pan on Disney. Wendy.
It's like
and
a
the
live
Lost
action
Boys.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was actually not horrible. I mean, there was definitely some woke stuff in it.
Oh, you know what? Earlier I said it's Greek Pride Day.
Yeah.
I read that wrong.
What
I
is
was
it?
like, that doesn't make sense why there's like this guy on a computer.
Yeah.
It's Geek Pride Day.
Oh, Preston's not
oh,
here.
come on,
I
man.
know.
He's
Says
celebrating.
Journey-
He's not getting drunk.
Journey. Yeah, he's out getting wasted with his geek friends. They're drinking Bitcoin beer, like whatever.
Butterbeer.
It's just Monster Energy drinks.
Doing all
So,
night Zega.
Yeah,
Zelda.
Zega.
Zega.
I don't know. So it's wine day. You know, a lot of apparently May 25th. A lot of things going on May 25th. National Brown Baguette Day.
That sounded. Just move past that one.
National Bath Bomb Day. When's the last time you used a bath bomb?
I've never used a bath bomb.
Is that like the thing you put in your toilet and it turns it blue?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever taken a bath with one of those?
No. I
Listen.
didn't come out like a Smurf.
Probably.
Yeah.
I did have there. We have. I love my mother-in-law. She's staying with us right now, and
Sounds like
So
a
do I.
loaded
My
statement.
mother-in-law. I don't know your mother-in-law. I mean, I know her enough to say hi, but you know.
she put one of the blue things in the back of the toilet, but it's like a thing that goes upside down and it drips
Oh,
out.
yeah. I love
right?
that.
Okay,
Love it.
It's a liquid thing. It drips.
Sure.
Well, the whole thing was.
It's
like,
the illusion of clean because you really have to actually clean a toilet to make it clean. But
It's
this
not
is,
clean. It's just blue.
just
Now, here's the
blue,
thing.
yeah.
The top was a little like cockeyed, so I took it off to readjust it, and I got some of that blue stuff on my fingers. For 3 days, my fingers were blue.
Mm-hmm.
If you took a bath in that stuff, I don't think
You could go to work or nothing. What happened
you'd just
to you?
be blue.
Yeah, it'd be bad.
Now, what would be bad is you'd be blue up to your neck.
Wait a minute. Well, how do you take a bath?
What do you
I don't-
mean by bath?
I mean, at some point in the bath, you have to. I mean, you plunge, right?
No, okay. I've never taken a bath without immediately taking a shower.
So you don't
Never?
do like the
Well,
cup
not
over the
never.
head.
No.
It's the it's just whatever. You know,
An old ice cream bucket.
no, I'm
Or
thinking
it's like an old large McDonald's cup or something.
yeah, or you went to a baseball game and it's
The souvenir
It's
cup.
the souvenir cup from like Kings Island from like 1995 or something like that.
You gotta have a bath cup. Everybody has a bath cup.
I think so.
I have for the dog. I have a bath cup, and with the kids when they were little.
Yeah, when the kids
Not
were
for me.
and then you
I don't
walk
have a
in and
bath
they're
cup.
drinking out of it. You're like, "What are you doing?" They're like, "It's a cup." You know, like isn't that what you're supposed
You
to
store the cup next to the Dingleberry Scissors.
Everyone's got a pair of Dingleberry Scissors. Have we covered this?
No, we did.
No, I cannot take.
We did the poop knife.
Poop knife is different than Dingleberry Scissors.
I don't know what Dingleberry Scissors are.
Now, this is not my bit. I will give credit to this bit. This is a Mark Ballinger bit. Okay, I got
okay.
this from Mark Ballinger years ago, and he says, you got your kitchen scissors, but then every family, he says, has a pair of Dingleberry scissors, and the Dingleberry scissors. Well, he said. Your Dingleberry scissors, it's the same scissors you use to cut open the bag of frozen vegetables, and it's the scissors that you use to cut the Dingleberry off the dog's butt. So, yeah, that's not part of my Type 15. I actually might use it because
It's good. But the frozen vegetables?
well, that's what makes it funny.
Well, it doesn't touch the vegetables.
It doesn't
it's
touch
the
the
bag.
vegetables. I'm not using it to like cut a piece of chicken, I'm just the bag of the vegetables. And then when you see that the boomer, the dog has a Dingleberry. Thankfully, Boomer doesn't. He does have a bad habit of just kind of like wiping his tail through his poop. I'm like, stop it! Why are you doing?
No, our dog
freaks
does
out.
booty scooty.
No, our dog doesn't. do
Right
the
across
booty
the carpet.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Well, anyway, so Aaron and I are part of this group of
Begrudgingly.
of these. Aaron started this group where we're trying to get in better shape or whatnot.
We were a shape.
Pump it up.
The shape was round.
We're trying to
and we're
pump
trying
it
to
up.
get more square.
So we did push-ups. We did a walking challenge that listener to the show,
And
Brett
and guest.
and guest.
He's been on?
Yeah, he's been on before. He blew everyone out of the water. Brett walked like 40,000 steps a day all month long. And he walked over 1 million steps in the month. It was ridiculous. It was so stupid.
He only got beat by like one Indian guy that in the world.
Yeah,
like he has a screenshot of it.
yeah, it was like in the national rankings of the Outwalk app. He literally, there was just
Other than
one-
like there was like a hacker, and then there was like a real Indian guy that barely beat him, and then Brett.
Okay, like this might sound mean, but it's. I love Brett.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know by looking at him that he did 1 million steps.
No, he lost like
He lost like 30 pounds.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him
in the
recently.
month. Yeah,
That's
you
pretty
can't.
good.
You don't even. He's not even there anymore. So, no, he's not lost that much. But he did lose like 30 pounds. So, anyway, Aaron decided he had a great idea that this month we would do a 5K at the end of the month. And so your challenge was to try to finish the 5K in less than 30 minutes.
Yep.
That's the challenge that you put out to the group. Now, one of the guys in the group literally runs full Ironmans.
Yeah.
And we don't like him.
So an Ironman
I'm like,
is
why
like
did you even join the group, Carl?
32 miles, right? 32-mile run, and then 100.
It's like a 2-mile swim or a 1.5 mile swim or something like that, and then it is a
I think it's
120-mile bike ride, and then it's a marathon.
Which I think a marathon is 32 miles.
No, it's 26.
Oh, 26. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's just.
And he does it competitively.
And I'm pretty sure when we talked last time, he said that he was proud because he did it in less than 10 hours.
That's.
yeah.
There's
So
no reason for that.
We don't like Carl. And I don't like the fact that he's in the group. You know what I mean? I posted my time, and he's like, "Good job, Dan." I'm like, "Shut up, Carl."
Yeah. So like the first day he's in the group, he's like, just seeing what my time was for my 5K. He ran a half marathon, and his pace was like a 7-minute mile for the whole marathon.
Yeah. It's,
So
pretty,
mad.
it's pretty good.
So we don't like this guy. So he's going to win. But that 30 minutes is no problem for him. But for me, turns out 30 minutes traveling 3.11 miles in 30 minutes is a bit of a challenge for me. So a couple of times, Aaron and I this past week have gone out to run. I'm curious, Aaron, from your perspective, how painful is it to watch me? I appreciate that Aaron slows down for me. I'm making a lot of sounds, I imagine.
He's like winded immediately.
Pretty much.
He starts off, he's laughing, and like by the time we get halfway around the first lap on the track, he's literally like brushing sweat off of his top of his head.
Aaron did look at me last time we were. He's like, "How are you sweating so much already?" I'm like,
I think it's more humid today.
when we went to the tall grass, we really, I don't know, like not even a half a mile. He's like, "I'll probably talk, but you don't have to talk, if you don't want to."
You're like,
yeah. It was it's I keep on thinking every time I run. I've run quite a bit. I keep on knocking my time down, and I keep on thinking, all right, next time I go out, I'm gonna feel great. I'm ready to go. And I get it's about a half mile that I'm like, what the heck is happening?
Why am I doing this?
Why am I doing this? This is so stupid.
but you have shaved almost a minute off in the last week.
In the last week, I've
Yeah.
shaved about a minute off. So my goal. Well, I'm not gonna get 30 minutes. Let's just say that I'm not doing a 10-minute, 9-minute and 40-second mile. That's not gonna happen. But I think I can get down to like 33 minutes
On the race day, yeah.
Yeah.
So my prediction is obviously Carl's going to win. I predict that your son's going to come in second.
Ah, okay.
That's my prediction. That's what I'm saying right now.
All right. I talked to Caleb about it tonight. Caleb said he went and ran 3.5 miles. He said, so it was more. He didn't realize. He said he ran 3.5 miles in 28 minutes.
There's no way he's keeping up with Carl.
Yeah, and he said he was like, he said he was like dead when it was over. So,
but he's also got that like determination, crazy mind.
I'm curious to see what'll happen. He might die. There's like, I'm 50-50.
He's like either I'm going to win or I'm going to die.
Yeah.
That's his personality.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
But my best 5K was 18:50.
Yeah.
That's better. That's faster than mine.
Yeah.
But I was a better sprinter.
I was 18.
I ran the mile and the half mile were my best events.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not getting down to 18-minute range anytime soon. But my goal is by the end of June to be under 30 minutes. That's my goal.
We had said, the group hasn't heard this yet, but we're thinking about maybe actually running the entire length of the Tallgrass Trail, just straight
12 miles.
He's not doing that.
No, by the end of summer.
No, by the end of the summer.
Down and back?
No,
No.
not down and back, just down.
12
Okay.
miles.
So it'd be
12 miles.
Yeah,
Jog.
basically a half marathon.
What do you call it? Your equilibrium?
Your equilibrium is kind of like where you're able to run, you're not winded, and you can still talk if you have to, but you're not talking, but you can still.
I talked a little bit more last time.
You did, but you also sweated a lot more.
I did sweat a lot, but it was more humid, you must admit.
It was.
All right, Jason, I don't know if you saw this, but we got a message.
I have a couple Mount Rushmores for running, just so you know.
Oh.
We can do this or...
I want to do this, and then I want to get back to that. So, did you see that I responded to a...
No.
I never do this because you always respond to everything, but somehow I'm connected to the Facebook account, and a fan of the show...
Which, by the way, I posted that huge guy doing the scream.
Yeah,
Whatever that guy. We have 1 million views on Facebook.
Of that
one
of
video?
that short.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So stupid.
It's 1
You
million.
don't even know who the guy is.
No,
You
I
just
don't know. I just thought it was funny.
Just ripped his
I just
content.
ripped it, yeah. Johnny. This is amazing, Johnny.
I saw another one of him the other day too. He's a celebrity.
I like Johnny.
So we have a new listener to the show. Her name is Charla, and I think she's a real person. I'm not going to lie.
She's not a bot.
She said, "My name is Charla. I'm a newbie listener for the first time. LOL." I don't know, Charla, if that's funny, but
What's her last name?
Young
Okay, I don't know her.
said, "The first time I heard your podcast, Dan gave the 10-day challenge.
Oh, okay.
Well, it must have been the kind of mood I was in, but I opted to take in for the friendly challenge. And I'm happy to announce that I'm a full-fledged Lauer Road Radio super fan. We call you a Lauer Patch Kid,
Yeah.
if that's you. She's even recommending it to her friends.
Nice.
So
That's pretty
that a way to
awesome.
make you lose friends. I'm enjoying. She said, I'm enjoying the banter between everyone. Since you're a weekly podcast, I've been listening to your older ones, and I recently heard a conversation in which you talked about Bluey. Do you remember talking about Bluey?
Yeah, we did that with Jesse.
Okay.
I don't remember that.
Bluey is a kid's show, Australian dogs. She said, I never understood the hype about the blue dog that looked like a boy, but it was really a girl either, so I completely get where you guys were coming from. However, she says...
Are we talking, is that Blue's Clues?
No, it's a
No,
different show.
that's-
Because I do a good Blue Clues.
Everybody. You know, it's the easiest thing to do. We are going to play Blue's Clues. I wonder who
It's fun.
I don't know what it is. She said, however, my husband started watching it, Bluey, after their girls and I stopped making fun of him and and they actually watched a few shows. She said, I discovered that it's a funny show, she says.
Okay.
So he was
she
just
said-
watching it for quality
I
entertainment?
guess. And she
So
said there's...
he's choosing Bluey over us?
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause that's
she
kinda what it sounds
never
like.
infers here that her husband watches our show. So anyway, so she says,
Shut
I would
up, I'm
like...
listening to Lauer Road.
Shut that Bluey off.
She wants to issue us a 10-episode challenge of
Oh.
Bluey.
Oh.
She said that we watch 10 episodes, then share our honest reviews in a future podcast. She said, I think you'd have lots to talk about. But she said there's a good lesson every episode. She said she wants to make sure part of the 10 episodes that we watch are the grannies, the kids, Taxi, and an episode called
You've got the
Chest.
names.
This is homework now.
It's a
It's a lot of homework. She said, let me know if you stick to the challenge. You know,
Send her back. Tell her
I
we'll
said
do
hi.
it.
Thanks for contacting us. We received.
Screw you.
Oh wait a minute. No, that's our automatic message. We got to change that. It looks so. I said thanks for listening and taking the 10 show challenge, and I did the crying laughing emoji like ha ha. I don't know. I said we'll accept your Bluey challenge.
Okay.
Look for our response to come in the next few weeks. So we got a couple weeks. In the
Okay.
next couple of weeks,
So
you and I.
Charlotte,
Let's divvy it up. You take 3. You take 3.
I think that's maybe the way to go.
how long are they?
I think they're 20
Yeah,
minutes.
they're kid shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't have any little kids. That's the problem.
I
I mean, I don't know if you could convince Teddy to watch it.
Yeah, Teddy and I'll do it.
So I'll watch Bluey, and I will give my honest review.
You could do it if you have kids for like babysitting or something. Just put it on Bluey.
That's what I'll do. It's gonna be woke. I'm quite sure of that. Isn't it on Disney?
I don't think it's. I don't think it's that.
I was just gonna say, how do you watch it? I don't even.
I think it's on Disney.
Disney. Okay.
If only Preston was here, he could
illegally
tell us.
on the internet.
Well, of course.
Yeah, I'm sure there's
Everything
somebody's
is.
YouTubed it. So anyway, we will watch Bluey, Jason.
Okay, and shout out to Charla, brand new listener.
Charla, yep. You can find her
Charla old.
Young. No. Yeah. You can find her on Facebook, apparently. So friend,
Everybody do it.
send her a friend request. She is wearing a blue shirt. So if you find a Charlotte Young with a blue shirt, unless she changes her profile picture, which, Charlotte, if I were you, I'd do that immediately.
Maybe change your name too.
Honestly, maybe just drop the page. But you might get a lot
Definitely make it private.
Honestly, her life would probably be better if she just got rid of her Facebook page. Let's just be honest.
I was just talking to somebody about that tonight. So,
About Charlotte getting rid of her page.
yep.
This Charlotte girl really needs to get rid of her page.
So anyway, I did want to talk about the Bluey challenge, and then I wanted to ask you too. I just get your advice, Aaron. It's good that you're here. You're a musician. I have a dilemma, and I'd like you guys to help me.
Okay.
I don't know what song I should sing. Levi's getting married in September, and I don't know what song I should sing at his wedding.
Dude looks like a lady.
Well, first of all, did he
Yeah.
ask you to sing?
Well, it's implied, don't you think?
It's not
The
implied.
groom. The groom's
Dad-
father must
Dad,
sing.
could you sing us a song? He
no,
didn't
you
say that.
You don't have to say it.
You just pull out the guitar from underneath the stage and just take over, right?
I'm not crazy to just assume that I'm singing a song at this wedding.
No,
right?
you're not singing a song.
The bride and the groom are just like,
Have you talked to Erica about this?
I don't think I have to.
You're not singing a song at your son's wedding.
I think I should.
No,
I feel
definitely
like-
not. That's a bad idea.
My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a good one.
Is that the Titanic one?
Yeah.
What I'd love to sing is, honestly though, like
Cats in the Cradle.
Cats in the
I
Cradle.
wouldn't be able to make through it. When you coming home,
We'll get together there.
even now I'm welling up.
I hate that song. I love that song, and I hate that.
Who's
Love-
the guy that you say you do a good impression of, but you don't really?
Bob. Come on,
He almost walked into
I do a good Bob Dylan impression.
I feel like everybody can do a good Bob Dylan.
No, it's not.
Bob
like,
Dylan doesn't even do a good Bob Dylan.
It's not like
He doesn't even replicate his own voice
it's
most
not
of
like
the time.
Blue's Clues.
Is he still with us?
Yeah, he's still with us.
Is he?
He's hanging on.
Okay.
The pot,
Barely.
The pot keeps him and Willie alive. Both of them are being sustained.
Is Willie still alive too?
Willie's still with us too.
Johnny's gone.
Johnny's gone.
Johnny died a
Johnny
while
did
back.
some hard stuff though. That's the difference between Bob and Willie. They stayed on the pot. And now we are not. As a show, we've already said
Our
we've
official
made-
show.
Pot
name.
free in 23.
Yes, we are against marijuana as a show.
But we're going for more in 24. Stop.
All right.
Staying alive in 25.
Okay. That doesn't. Okay. So
I don't know.
honestly, I was thinking about it the other day and
About singing a song.
at Levi's wedding, like
Yeah.
what song I'm going to sing at his wedding.
And nobody's asked you to do this.
Once again, it's implied. Here's what I would love to do.
Okay.
I would love to sing the theme song from Rocky IV. It's a song
Eye of the
about how-
Tiger?
no,
Is
that's
Rocky IV the one with the Russian?
Ivan Drago.
Yeah. Two rival nations, East meets meets West. It's a da 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 da, and It's all about how Russia and United States are locked in the Cold War.
Yeah.
You know, and
So it's a metaphor for Grace and Levi.
I think so.
Oh
And-
yeah, absolutely.
And there's a lot of musicians hanging around, where the wedding will be. I think I could get them. I think I could fill the band out.
Yeah.
And I think you
should do it.
Put I think some kind of handkerchief or scarf on the microphone stand, and I'm going around and I sing the theme song to Rocky IV.
I think you should dress like Rocky with the United States boxer shorts
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Definitely come in and then rip off the robe.
Well, it'd be like Apollo coming out in the
Yeah.
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 right in the middle.
What's James Brown singing in the beginning?
Oh, I'm coming to America. America. That's it. Yeah. That's not a bad one either.
Yeah. You should just do the whole soundtrack.
The whole Rocky soundtrack. I mean,
Yeah.
I could do. There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut home. There's no easy way out. Giving in can't be wrong. Yeah, that's a good one. That's about how Adrian and Rocky are going through some hard times. But but the thing about marriage is there's no easy way out. There's no shortcut home.
That's a good one to sing at a wedding.
That's a good one. You're gonna hit some hard times.
Yeah.
Eventually you're gonna start farting in front of one another.
The party's over.
Well, it was fun. Well, you don't know that one.
You know
Nobody
what?
does that
I
one.
don't really.
no fun no
I've seen the
more.
movie, but I don't remember like the songs.
Eye of the Tiger's in literally every Rocky movie.
It's great.
Well, I know Eye of the Tiger, but like
Yeah.
some of the other songs. I didn't.
There's No Easy Way Out is a good song. I listened to it when I was running the other day. It helped me finish.
Listen to it after every fight with you
So,
and Erica.
like, real quick then.
Hype up.
All right, Mount Rushmore. This is one of mine. Mount Rushmore
Okay, got
of
it.
movies with running.
Okay. Chariots of Fire is number one.
Rocky,
Now listen.
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
There's some
belongs.
good movies
Chariots
with
of
running.
Fire is number
Chariots
one.
of Fire is on it. That's
Yeah.
the whole movie.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
No words to that song. Vangelis is the guy. I have the record upstairs.
Is it John Williams?
No, it's Vangelis.
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's what it looks like. Chariots of Fire, definitely.
Yeah.
Number one. I like Forrest Gump. I'm not ready to put Rocky in this yet.
Well, the montage with Rocky and Apollo running.
On the beach.
On the beach.
that's pretty iconic.
Literally, every Rocky movie, there's running.
no, Listen,
He's
I'm not
in the
saying
snow,
I'm not
running in the
saying it
snow.
shouldn't be on the list.
Yeah.
Does
I'm
it
just-
count if they're like running from something?
Oh, there you go. So a famous running movie. I wasn't prepared for
I
this.
feel
Now-
like any horror flick, they're running away from the bad guy.
Sure.
Like with Jason or
Yeah, all those. Friday 13th.
Tom Cruise runs in every
Oh,
movie.
yeah, like the
He's
Mission
a-
Impossibles and stuff.
He's like the best runner. Like he might be slow, but he looks so fast.
he looks like he's on.
He looks better now than he did 30 years ago.
I think so.
Yeah.
If you're asking this guy. Yeah. So I guess we could put Rocky on there. I'm just thinking of like the big sports movies. Like Hoosiers. Like but it's not like
Was there
running
was there a good
scene.
track movie?
Turbo. It's a snail.
That's about.
Wasn't-
he's like driving. Or
There's
something.
that one that's kind of raunchy, The Ringer.
I don't know that one.
We'll talk about it later.
Okay. Good. Not your Netflix.
It's got Johnny
suggestion.
Knoxville.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I guess Rocky's going to have to be on the list. So we definitely have Chariots of Fire, Rocky, Forrest Gump, definitely.
Yeah.
But it feels like there's
got to be a big
feels
fourth
like there's
one.
a big one we're missing, doesn't it?
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for this one.
Yeah, neither was I. Rudy,
Oh, yeah.
that's not bad.
He runs in Rudy. We'll go Rudy. I think it's a placeholder. If you're listening to the show and you're like screaming at your radio,
Who's
Okay,
listening on the
okay.
radio right now?
yeah, like
Just let's move
dial
on.
it in. What would our call numbers be if you had to pick one? We're AM for sure, though, right?
Mount Rushmore of
Uh-huh.
things that make you run faster.
Oh,
Like
having to poop.
that's a good
No.
one.
When that's me, I go slower.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I actually had the other day. I had to call Harrison, because I was walking. I was walking the dog, and we were like,
You gotta come pick me up, man. You gotta pick me.
No, we were like 6 miles in, and the dog still like wants to move.
Sure.
And I'm like going as slow as possible because I'm not going to make it. I'm probably half a mile from home.
You're in containment mode.
Yeah, I'm in containment mode. I'm doing the squeeze.
I've been in containment
And
mode.
I had to call Harrison, please come meet me and grab the dog. And then I waddled the rest of the way.
What about
home.
having to pee? Do you run when you have to pee?
No, I don't ever. When I have to go potty, I don't speed up. I slow
Okay.
down.
What about when you have to
does
throw
the-
up?
He does the like wide-legged like.
No.
How about
I do the clench.
how about a vomit that is definitely going to come 100%, and you got to get to the bathroom? That'll make you run fast.
I don't vomit often.
So
Neither do
that's like a sprint to
I've been
the
vomit
toilet.
free since 1993, personally.
Okay, what about like a swarm of bees or
Swarm of bees is pretty good.
Angry dog.
yeah, angry
I
dog.
got charged by a dog. the
Most
other day.
people have ran from an angry dog. That's a good one.
I yelled at it. That's what I did. I was walking Boomer down the.
9.
It was like a pit bull, like a big old nasty dog, and this
Yeah.
guy was outside. He didn't have his dog on a leash, and it was like completely hunched over.
Yeah.
And Boomer's not gonna do anything. He's just like running around in circles, like what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And I thought, well, in the moment. It's not uncommon that I'm walking Boomer and a dog kind of starts to charge, but then it's on a chain, and it goes
Yeah.
back. So that's pretty common. But then I realized
Do that one more time.
that's typically what happens. But I realized there's no chain here. It's gonna come, and it's so I was just like, I don't know what to do, and Boomer's running around. So I was like, hey! And I looked at it, and that's what I did. Yeah. Hey! And it kind of just hunched up, and then its owner saw he was like working outside and he starts screaming at the dog and telling him to come back. He's like, hey man, I'm sorry about that. And I just kept walking because it's like
Yeah.
your dog almost killed me and my dog. I felt like running would be the wrong thing to do.
Yeah.
I feel like it would trigger its chase instinct. So I got big. That's what I did.
A bear.
A bear. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think
We've all ran from a bear. I mean, who hasn't?
I have run in the woods. Like I've done like a shuffle because I was momentarily afraid that I was close to a bear. I did encounter a moose in the wild once, and that scared
Those
me.
actually are like that's legit.
They kill more people than bears do.
You got to do serpentine
I definitely do the serpentine.
in between the trees.
Snakes. You ever run from a snake?
No.
I was watching a lot of The Crocodile Hunter at one point in my life. Like a lot. Like I don't even know how I was watching
2 or
it.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, and
just binged all the episodes.
He always would pick it up from the tail
Oh yeah, I don't
and
like that.
then kind of hold it out like this.
So it could like strike up at you still.
Well, I don't know. He had a way, and so I just thought, well, that's the way you do it. And I was, like I said, watching a lot of Crocodile Hunter, and I was when I was living in Virginia, and I was with a guy. We were outside doing yard work, and there was a snake there, and I was like, oh,
I can do this.
I was like, I think I can do this,
Yeah.
And he was like, okay. and I was like, do you know what kind of, he's like, I think that's a gardener snake or whatever,
Yeah.
And I was
It's
like, okay.
not poisonous.
So not poisonous. And so I go to pick it up. I grab its tail. Snakes are very fast. I don't know if you knew this. They're so quick. And it went to strike at me. It was like, and it came at me, and I just threw it, and
Yeah.
it scared me to death. Yeah, it was a lot of that. And then I was talking to a guy who's an avid outdoorsman,
Yeah.
and he said in that area of Virginia where we were, he said the gardener snakes and copperheads have been mating.
Oh.
And he said there are some snakes that look
Yeah.
non-poisonous that are poisonous. So
Sounds
he's like,
like
never
a
do that
wise
again.
tale. It's trying to get you.
Well,
I tried to pick up a gardener snake once by the back of the head.
yeah, that's the way you do it.
Well, it turned around and bit me.
Well, maybe that's why the
Yeah.
crocodile hunter does what he does.
Yeah.
All right, last one.
Sorry.
Mount Rushmore of the worst foods to eat before a run.
Oh, well, there's the lasagna.
Yeah, that's where the lasagna came up. So, quick story.
Like right before a run.
Oatmeal.
Oh, that'd be bad.
Like
That'd be,
right. We're talking though,
No,
like.
a big bowl of oatmeal right
Yeah.
before you run? That's heavy.
So I'm just want to clarify. We're not talking about like the day before. We're talking about like you're gonna eat it. Put the bowl down, get up, kind of stretch, and then just start running.
So we were running. My friend and I, we were running Savage Race, which is like a 5-mile run / obstacle course. There's like 40 obstacles or
Yeah.
something, and we're halfway into this thing. And me and my friend were in good shape at the time, so we're making good pace. We're passing people up. We get up to this group of like middle-aged guys, and I look over at my friend and I was like, "You don't sound so good right now." He's like, "What?" I was like, "Lasagna," and I audibly heard all the people go, "Ugh."
The thought of he did it to me when we were running around 2.5 miles, and the thought of lasagna did almost make me want to throw up. Like, just I had forgotten that it existed, and then just knowing that it existed, and that somewhere in the world someone who's eating lasagna made me want to throw up. It was like bubbling.
Lasagna's got to be like the George Washington of foods not to eat before.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
oatmeal's
heavy.
bad, but
It's heavy.
Oatmeal's heavy. I think heavy, and I think acidic foods. Something like I threw up a couple times after eating like a lot of oranges and stuff like that.
That's no fun.
It's no fun. It just upsets my whole system. So.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like dairy stuff would be the worst.
Yeah.
Like
Huge glass
heavy
of milk.
dairy.
A Monte Cristo sandwich. You ever had one of those? Do you know what a Monte Cristo
I don't
sandwich
know
is?
what that is.
Oh my
We
god.
had
like
the
a
Monte
rib-
Cristo grilled cheese at one time.
Monte Cristo sandwich is phenomenal.
Is it like a Reuben?
So
No.
it's like ham and turkey and cheese, and then it is dipped in batter and then deep fried the whole sandwich, and then sprinkled with powdered sugar, and then it comes with this like raspberry sauce that you dip it in.
It is like the most calories that you can consume in a sandwich.
Yeah, it is. It is dense and heavy and delicious.
I'll accept that challenge.
Yeah, the Monte Cristo is phenomenal.
It's like that beer mile.
That's the most impressive thing that anyone's
You know
ever
about
done.
the beer mile?
I've heard it. Tell me again.
So essentially, what these guys do is they'll get 4 cans of beer. I think a can of beer is like 12 ounces.
Yeah.
And they'll drink a beer at the end of each lap.
Okay.
So, and these guys, I'm pretty sure the world record's under 5 minutes.
It's 4 minutes and 28 seconds.
Yeah. So
They're sprinting.
there's not only are
Well,
they sprinting.
Even if you were just going to stop to drink water,
Yeah.
like just the time that it takes to
It's
drink
Can they
it,
run and drink at
carbonated.
the same time?
Well,
No.
no, they have to they cross the quarter mile mark.
they down it.
And then they
It's
down it.
impressive. It's very
I don't
impressive.
think I could do that.
And disgusting. No, of course you couldn't do it. No one was arguing that you could do it.
So the people that
Listen, I would like to try.
the world record holders that had done, they're like Olympic sprinters.
Of course. Yeah, 4 minutes and 28 seconds.
That's fast.
Well, there is a lot of people that could run that,
There's
but not
but
stop and drink.
But not stop and
but
drink.
you're also not allowed to throw up.
right. You not
I
allowed
mean,
to
you
throw
have
up.
there's like 30 minutes after the race. If you throw up, your time is null and void. So yeah, no throwing.
It's far more impressive than the mile world record, in my opinion.
100%. What was the lasagna, the Monte Cristo,
Oatmeal.
giant bowl of oatmeal?
I'm gonna say a huge bowl of ice cream.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. But the cold factor kind of like
But the dairy,
Jesus,
that
yeah.
dairy,
It's very dense.
that dairy sits in you.
Yeah.
No,
like,
no.
like
that's
the
good.
mint chocolate chip.
Yeah, I love mint chocolate chip.
There's
But
a
eat
problem.
huge bowl of that.
The problem with all this running that I'm doing is I read somewhere, and this is true. I read somewhere that the best thing you can do after workout for like post-workout recovery is drink milk. You know, no, that's like look it up.
I believe you, but there's no way I'm doing that.
So on my way
Let me cool down
home,
with this.
on my way home from every run,
Milk was a bad choice.
it's true.
You're just over there like
It has like proteins. It's good for you. So anyway, I go on this
Is
run.
it a warm
and
glass
then-
or a cold glass?
cold, and then I go for a cool down walk, and I'm fully cooled down, and I'm not sweating anymore like I was, and I'm driving home with the windows down, and I look at Erica. I was like, Dairy Queen? It's Dairy Queen. So I've been
good all day.
I've been good all day. I just ran
You're like
3
I
miles.
shouldn't, but I'm gonna.
Why shouldn't I eat an extra large Blizzard? And they're like, sir, we don't do extra large. You're like, you will.
Just give me 2 of
I
them.
was like, no, I just want you to put it in the large pop cup that you have. Like we've literally
Just dump 2 of them into
sir,
one.
Sir, I could give you 2, but I
Look,
can't do that.
Charge me whatever you want.
I don't
want
care.
it in a big cup.
I want it in a big cup. Yeah.
Money is no object. I want it in the biggest cup.
You don't understand what I did to earn this.
Yeah.
I literally ran 3 miles.
I looked up like the calorie count for like a small Blizzard. I was like, that's criminal. So I still do it though.
It's ironic that we just said the ice cream is one of the worst things, and that's literally
Well,
what
that's-
you did.
No, I don't do it before I run.
Still, I do it after I run.
There's
That's
a
so much
difference.
better.
Listen, ice cream after a run is a good thing.
Just
And-
not before the run, only after.
Yeah,
Right before.
Like I'd say 45 minutes after you run, maybe half an hour, maybe.
Lasagna post run.
No,
Oatmeal.
maybe oatmeal, maybe not a Monte Cristo.
I love oatmeal.
What do you do with like 10 packets or?
I eat a lot of oatmeal.
Well, you don't. You You don't eat small amounts of oatmeal.
I don't eat small amounts of anything.
That's true. All right,
He's all in.
let's
I'm
do
all
the
in.
Netflix suggestion of the week. Right now. We should play the music. It should be on just in the background right now. Just kind of fading in until you hear,
I don't hear it.
the sounds of Adam Sandler singing.
Netflix,
Angel in my ear.
watch these shows of those. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Netflix, I watch these shows with us. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Or maybe Amazon Prime or something like that, like YouTube. Or we don't want to put a box around what you watch, so you never know.
Well, I just got a text from it's a group. You should have gotten it too, from our sister.
She doesn't send me anything.
It's literally
You've been
you're
kicked
on
out
there.
of the
There's
sibling
3
group.
people in this group. Honey,
There's 3 people in our sibling group, and I've been kicked out.
there is
they
another.
blocked me multiple times.
There is another group.
It's called All Siblings, and it's just the 2 of them.
All the siblings that matter.
It says honey is the tastiest of all the insect vomits that we have tried so far. So that's true.
Okay.
Because bees technically regurgitate.
I didn't know how
the
that
honey.
works.
Yeah.
They don't poop it out? It's
Oh,
not,
no.
Honey's not insect.
I think they like chew it until it becomes kind of like.
Cud.
Well, they're not cows.
Come on. What's your
Come on,
net?
that works.
Bees are the cows of insects.
Whoa.
Bees are the cows of insects.
What
Okay. Milk and honey.
I feel
Hey,
like
there's something there.
I feel like a beetle is the cow.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, what would the praying mantis be? A T-Rex?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely.
My Netflix suggestion of the week.
Uh-huh.
Apple Plus.
Oh, you
I
got
got
it.
a 3-month trial.
Good for you. What did you
3-month
start watching?
Silo.
You like it?
I do like it. So we're 4 episodes in. Are you watching it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
You'll have to film me, and I have no idea what this is.
Post-apocalyptic future.
Well, that's what they.
Well,
I don't know. They
Well,
make you think it's like 500 years in the future, and for generations and generations and generations, these people have lived in like one of the.
it's like a super silo.
Like a-
it's
one
like
of
an
the bunker-
underground,
Like a bunker?
like a bunker silo.
that's circular, and there's a stairwell that goes all the way up it.
It takes
And-
like all day to go up or down.
and it's got there's like a sense of like Hunger Games class.
Yeah.
Where the higher you live, like the higher you are.
Like the richer, basically.
yeah. And then the lower levels.
But they
are,
make it sound like ancient technology was like regular computers. So they kind of give you the image that it's far, far in the future. So, but there's a lot of unknown. I'm 4 episodes
There are
in.
a lot of unknowns.
Yeah.
Here's my only problem with the show that I could think of so far is the main actress, Rebecca Ferguson is her name. She's also in Dune.
I like her.
I think she's good.
Yeah.
She does not have a good American accent. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
So there are lots of times where I'm like, gosh, like
It's a future accent. You just don't understand.
yeah, that's
That's
true.
true.
It's true. I just wish she would go. She's like British and like Swiss or something, or some.
I have some
Sweden.
on accents, so I don't know if we want to hit that or wait.
Well, we can, but
okay.
but you've been liking Silo.
I like Silo a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And 4 episodes in, Apple Plus or whatever.
I was
I'm watching it with
waiting.
Stella.
I was waiting to give my official suggestion, but yeah.
Okay, what's yours?
Well, mine is also Apple Plus. Jennifer Garner. It's The Last Thing He Told Me is the name of the show.
Okay.
The Last Thing He Told Me, and
Is that a show or a movie?
it's a show, and she is a woman in the
Controversial.
show. I mean, you have to say that nowadays.
But she's powerful, though, right?
Of course.
She is. She is a powerful woman.
All women are.
She's also a woodworker in the show. She makes wooden bowls.
Woke?
Yeah, I know, right? Like, come on, woman couldn't do that.
She's like whittling.
And she does what's that turning thing? The lathe.
Lathe,
Yeah,
yeah.
she does the lathing.
No
That's
woman
like her
does
whole
that.
thing. Not that I've ever seen. Anyway, so she's a woman
Okay.
and she's married to a man.
Oh,
So
wow.
everything so far, I'm like, so far, I like this show. I got a woman, I got a man, and they're married to one another.
And there's woodworking.
I saw, it's like the trifecta. I saw a meme the other day that said heterosexuals, and it was like it looked like a motivational poster, and it was just a man and a woman like together, and it said, keeping the human race alive for 3 million years so you could pretend to be a woman. That was pretty funny. Anyway, so it's a show. It's got a man, it's got a woman. They're recently married, but they're a little bit older. Jennifer Garner's age, whatever she is, maybe 50-something. So, a lot of crazy stuff happens. And there's that point at which he tells her the last thing that he told her. And then you're like, what's the last thing he told her? And so I rewound to find out. And it basically means nothing. The show ends, like the season ends, and when it's over, I looked at Erica, I was like, is that it? And she's like, yeah, that's it. And it was weird. I don't know if there's going to be a second season.
I was going to say, is it a series finale?
It didn't. It kind of wrapped everything up, but it also wasn't a cliff, and it wrapped it up quick. Like when I'm listening to it, when I'm watching it, I'm thinking they're just about ready to start a whole other thing, and then they do like a 5 years later thing, and I'm like, I don't know. It seems like they didn't know how to end it. But the
I
show
think
was
if you
pretty
don't know
good.
how to end a show, I just think you end it like with a nuke.
Yeah, that's the way. Or it's just a dream. Someone wakes up and like, and then the whole thing was a dream. Aaron, have you been watching something?
Not recently, but it did remind me recently of a movie, and so my son's really into Spider-Man, and
your son is very interested in who's a bad guy
and who's a good guy. Yep.
Yeah.
He's going to ask you. Actually, we went to Bob Evans, and there was this guy that was in his church clothes after church,
like
and it was all black with like a black hat, and he looked over at his grandma, and he's like, "Is that good guy?" He looked like a villain.
Yeah. But, and James was sniffing. I'm not sure. Grandma, do we have to keep our eye on this guy?
But so there's this movie on you can find it on Disney Plus. It's called Into the Spiderverse.
So I like it.
So they shoot the whole movie in a different frame rate than your typical movie. Because I think a typical is like 30 frames. I'm pretty sure this is 18. Oh. So it takes about 5 minutes for your eyes to adjust to it. But the art style is so cool.
Yeah,
we actually saw that in the movie theater.
It's
okay.
really good. Mm-hmm. Really good.
I love that movie. I heard they're making another one.
I
don't know.
Okay. Did James watch it?
This is actually before James was born when we watched it.
Oh,
but it reminded me because all the Spider-Man stuff.
So when
recently.
he said, "Are you watching anything recently?"
No, I'm not. I really don't watch much TV, to be honest with you.
Have you taken the 10-show challenge?
I mean, I've probably been on 10 shows.
Doesn't count. All right. Well, Jason, I know we got other stuff to talk about, but it's just going to have to wait for next week.
The accent thing is really good.
Well, then hold off on it.
Okay.
And maybe we watch Bluey because they all have Australian
Trail
accents.
of Broken Promises.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
We're going to watch Bluey. We have to watch Bluey. I promised Charlotte Young with the blue shirt. Wait a minute. She's wearing a blue shirt.
What?
Anyway, I promised her that we would watch Bluey, that we're going to take the challenge. So you got to watch 10 shows.
We promised Charlotte we would do this.
10 shows of Bluey. And then we'll give our honest reaction, unfiltered. From our crazy
Lauer reacts.
skewed minds. Yeah, we'll do a reaction video to Bluey. All right. This is Dan signing off for Jason and Aaron and Harrison, reminding you to always keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, boo, sit.
Insert noise here.
I have spoken.